Sunbeam Factory, Upper Villiers Street, Blakenhall, Wolverhampton. There was a time when the Sunbeam cycle factories occupied huge parts of the Wolverhampton area. The largest was known as Sunbeam Land, but the company also had an early car factory in Upper Villiers Street, in the Blakenhall district. The extensive factory buildings are still there, and many have automobile-related uses, although no cars are built there today. When the Pullinger family first moved to the UK, Dorothy's father, Thomas Pullinger, initially worked for Sunbeam Cars in Wolverhampton. Sunbeam, as with many early car makers, had originally been bicycle manufacturers, and its owner, John Marston, sought out Thomas because his own background was so similar. Press notices at the time remarked on this in 1902. The well-known firm of John Marston Limited are now seriously turning their attention to motorcar building, and an old cyclist in the person of T.C. Pullinger has been appointed as works manager. Thomas Pullinger arrived at Sunbeam in Wolverhampton on a motor quadricycle he had built himself. He prepared a report for the Sunbeam directors and delivered it on the 11th of November 1902. His first recommendation was that Sunbeam should buy in a car from an established firm, and then, as sales built up, buy them without certain components which would instead be made by Sunbeam, until all that was bought in would be the engine. The report concluded with his advice that the cars should be supplied to Sunbeam by Berliet. The company made plans to build a new motorcar factory in Upper Villiers Street, and under Pullinger, Sunbeam began marketing French Berliet cars as their own. This use of other companies' designs with the new maker's logo was known as badge engineering, and only minor changes were made to the original designs. The Berliet-based Sunbeam 1216 was produced between 1903 and 1904 and established Sunbeam as a serious manufacturer. Some 6-cylinder Sunbeams were produced in 1904, but the production centred on the 4-cylinder models. A new engine and gearbox were introduced in 1905, and the car became the Sunbeam 1214. During this period, Dorothy went to school in Loughborough.